Okay, says we're live. I need to start the poll. Card games or board games? Start poll. Okay. Hello. How are we? I feel like the story is revising pretty well. So that's good. I feel like it's going at a pretty decent pace in terms of like how much I'm revising in the sessions. But I'm definitely like dreading one of the upcoming sections that I know that I'm going to have to fix. That is for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the manuscript that I'm going to be editing. Excuse me. I did have coffee this morning, but it does not seem to have kicked in quite the way I wanted it to. But yeah, sometimes that happens. So that's where we are with the caffeine intake for the day. I did go to the store and get some actual pelletized lime for the yard. And I also finally found the receipt to take something back to the store. That was after I went to the store. So I was like, okay, well, I have to make another trip, but that's okay. It'll get me out of the house, I guess. But yeah. So not much has happened since yesterday at 5 p.m. Since we left off, but we are here yet again. Diamond says, hey everyone, good afternoon. Hope your Monday is going well. You're starting a new texting story today and you're really excited to write it. I'm glad. Yay. Monique says, hey everyone. Hello. Welcome. Tessa is here. Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome. Lady Midnight is here. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Monique says, instead of card or board games, can I pick video games? You're currently addicted to 2 of them at the moment. You can, but I might save a video game poll for later. So, Stace says, hello. Hello. You like all sorts of card games. Ooh, nice. CB says, hello, I'm watching The Dark Side of the Ring, the Owen Hart episode. The Dark Side of the Ring, is that a TV show? Is it an old one? Good new one? Okay, it is a television show. Okay, it's a wrestling show. Okay. Gotcha. Good to hear. Yes. Yes. Cool Gamer is here. Hello. Welcome. Monique says, I'll be working on chapter 15 of My Ex is a Vampire. Excellent. It's a TV show about wrestling. Yes. Okay. Do I have a line of dead pixels or do I have something on my... Okay, well, it went away. Hopefully it's not a line of dying pixels on my screen, because I just got this monitor like a month ago. Oh well, whatever. If it happens, it happens. Can't control when pixels die. That's for sure. Okay, so it is Monday. So I think at the end of near the end of the stream today, we'll do sort of like one of the 5-minute cleanup pickup sprints. because, yet again, as always, my desk is slightly disheveled. So, CB says the show is not WWE, AEW, or Impact affiliated. Gotcha. Okay. Elizabeth says, hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I might have to go get some soda at some point during the stream. We'll see. But yeah, we are hoping, I'm hoping I got through. Definitely have to get some soda for this stream. I'm hoping to get through maybe 4 scenes today, revising. Yesterday I did 6, so maybe if I can do 4 today, that'd be good. But we shall see. It just kind of depends on how everything goes. But yeah. Okay, so we need a card for today. Leslie says, I like Uno. It's one of your favorite board games. It's a card game, though. Or is this meant to confuse? I mean, I suppose you could turn it into a board game somehow, but Uno is good. Have you played? There's a new version of Uno that's the No Mercy version, where there's like a +10. And I got my brother a copy of that for Christmas this past year, because he's very competitive, and I feel like that would be fun for him and the boys. Okay. Anyway, so I pulled the lion for today. Be generous of spirit. So here is our big cat. Oops. If I can keep a hold of it. Here's our big cat. A healthy ego means you ease God's order instead of edging God out. Lion spirit's appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your divine, authentic self in a unique way. You are both the king and the queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom, and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now always allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. Be proud yet humble. Practice gratitude, and you will find that the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing that what you have been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. The lion knows there is a great savannah before you, and many who will benefit from the healthy expression of your unique set of gifts if you choose to work in partnership with the universe. All your relationships flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. So there you go. There is the lion card. Monique says the lion feels appropriate. The actor who played Theoden passed away. Yeah, I saw that. There was also somebody else who passed away. And I can't remember. I think it was so we had an actor and a musician, I think, pass away yesterday. So Megan says, hello, you were just organizing all of your clothes. I probably ought to do that. I had to reorganize my shorts and leggings drawer, and that was annoying as all get out because I exclusively buy black leggings. So finding the full length versus the capri length versus the biker short, it's kind of a pain. But anyway, I fixed it, so hopefully it is more organized in that, so that it's easier to separate them. So yeah. Highly recommend organizing. Yes. Lady Midnight pulled the Moth and Eucalyptus card. It means an ending. So it's like the death card from the transition or from the tarot deck. So it can be an ending, but it's more often transition. A change of some sort. CB is having dinner. Excellent. Okay. So you're swapping out the cold for the warm weather clothing. Gotcha. Yes. Tessa says hi to Megan. Cool Gamer 2 says hi. Hello. Megan says hi to Tessa. How are you today? I'm having, it's like that time of, I guess, when I don't even know how often this happens, but it's like your eyelashes grow to a point and then they start being replaced by new lashes that are growing. And so my lashes always like want to fall into my eyeball and it's annoying. So if I am sticking my fingers in my eyes lately, that is because of that. So apologies. And I will try not to do it because I know it's not really good for me, but anyway. Tessa says, I am tired. I napped this morning. You're trying to stay awake this afternoon so that you can write. Yeah. CB also has the task of swapping out your clothes from cold to warmer weather to do this week. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the colder weather is like officially done, and so we can swap all over to the warmer clothes. Morgan says hi. Hi, hello, welcome. All right, so again, the poll for today is card games versus board games. There we go. So if you have a preference, again, it could be any card game, could be any board game. So Monopoly, Parcheesi, Scrabble versus poker, hearts, Uno, as Leslie said, whichever. Whichever is your favorite game, a card game or board game. What is your preferred style of, I guess, like family and friend game night? I guess Apples to Apples also counts as a card game. That's one that, and Cards Against Humanity, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so card game versus board game. What is your preference? You like playing Dominion and Reco, which are both other types of card games. Nice. I don't think I've heard of Reco. I think I've heard of Dominion. Thong says, just woke up. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. How's your new hire working? That's still working out? Still promising possibility of vacation this month? Like time off? How is that situation working? I'm hoping that you are done with the eternal overtime at this point, and maybe back down to like normal working hours. I'm crossing my fingers for you. So, okay. Regina says, I hate Monopoly unless I'm playing with my brother. He used to cheat and we would laugh so hard. Nice. Yeah, sometimes the rules that you make up with your family are the best rules, and that's just kind of how it's the better version of the game, right? Not the official one, just the family rules. Sometimes family rules are not necessarily always your favorite, but I feel like most of the time they're pretty fun. Dog says, other than a not too serious hiccup on Saturday night, he's been doing great. Yay! Excellent. I'm glad. I am so glad that has continued to work out. Megan says, boyfriend and I used to play board games quite a bit because that's all we had to do. He can be difficult to play with because both of you are so competitive. Gotcha. It's a little late for May vacay. Oh no. And someone else has a bit of time off in June, so you're looking at July. Oh goodness, your time off though just keeps getting pushed back. I don't like that for you. It's been like since November. Can you at least like take a 3-day weekend or something? Like get yourself a little bit of rest. Anyway, Marcella says, good afternoon, everyone. Think you're going to use this sprint to further flesh out the wannabe mean girls. Their scenes and roles are most of what you are missing. Gotcha. Okay. I'm glad that you know what you're working on today then. All right. So again, I'm going to be continuing to do revisions and also running to the kitchen to get a glass of soda because I'm in need of some caffeine. But yeah, so that's going to be my first sprint is going to be doing, or really most of my sprints today are going to be revision based. Ashley likes both card games and board games. But which one do you reach for more? Megan says, yeah, can you take a Friday off and give yourself a 3-day weekend to fog? Because that's ridiculous. Yeah. Doug says, it's okay. I have 3-day weekends now. Yay. Okay. Oh, good. 9 to 10 hours a day. And you have about 4 weeks of vacation saved up. That's a good chunk of vacation. That is a good chunk of vacation. But still, I hope you get some time off soon. And I'm glad that you have 3-day weekends regularly now to get yourself a little bit of rest. Rachel says, hello, welcome. Ashley says, we love Spot It. Would that count as a card game? Probably. I would think so. Also Dutch Blitz. Your kids love those. Nice. Good. Yes. We sat around because there are 4 of us in the nuclear family. We sat around and we learned hearts, and we attempted to learn bridge and things like that. So like classic social card games. So many of your board games also include cards in some way. Well, that is true. A lot of board games do have cards now. Would memory be a card game or a board game? I think card, because usually you flip the card over. Just refilled your hydro flask. Excellent. Good. You've worked for 3 weeks since 2011 and they're the best. Oh, good. Okay. So you've had at least that bit of respite over this whole time. Good. I'm glad. All right. So if you can think of other card games and or board games that you could recommend, pop those in the chat. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started with our first sprinty sprint. Share the screen. Make it big. Put the banner up. Rummy and Canasta were favorites for you, your cousins, your cousins, and your aunts. You aunties. We all get together and play every Friday when you were a teenager. Nice. Would Mahjong count as a board game because it's done on I guess technically it's a tile game rather than a card game. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, sorry, that was a random thought. You love Go Fish and Speed. The card game, yeah. Like, okay, excuse me. Lasisusi, hopefully I pronounced that. You have an irrational aversion towards card games. Oh no, probably because you sucked at them as a child, so board games are obviously better. True. True. Yeah, there's a lot of frustration that goes with learning card games, especially if you have older siblings or competitive older siblings and parents. This is very true. Yeah, mahjong involves tiles, so I guess it's technically a tile game rather than a board or a card game. All right, so let's go ahead though. We've pulled our card. We've gotten I've gotten my manuscript up. So here's our regular reminders. 1, save your document. Megan's like, I was the competitive older sister. Oh no. 2, go ahead and take a sip of whatever you have nearby for hydration. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was the first sprint. How'd we do? I finished one scene and started the next, the revisions. Do. How many words total? 930 was the section that is newly revised. Okay. All right. How'd you do? I did go and get some soda so that I can hopefully continue to concentrate. Yeah. Let's see. Phase 10, Rummy, Scabby Queen, Switch, Clock Patience. I've only heard of some of these, so I will have to look into them. Felicia is here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. And I know your future made it. You're going to use the rest of that sprint to set up for what is hopefully going to be a good writing day. I hope it's a good writing day for you as well. Ashley Emma just got back your cover from the designer. It needs a few tweaks, but it looks great. And this is for your Amish retelling of Romeo and Juliet, which just sounds fun. Monique is working on the first scene of chapter 15 right now. Excellent. Diamond is already almost done with your texting story. It's going good so far. Excellent. Yay. Stacy had a snack. Not much work. You got a lot more work done yesterday. You did. I remember you mentioning you felt very productive yesterday. Tessa says, I am struggling with a prompt for the day. There are several of them on your list for the day. If you have a dice, you could roll it and just see which number and focus on one of those, whichever dice number you roll. Monique says, almost done with this first scene. Funky just arrived. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Funky Sai says, you've got this, Tessa. Lady Midnight is working on world building for your fanfic. Yes, you're world building for your fanfic, which is fine. Perfectly acceptable. You will not hear me arguing about it. Stacy says, I've been very distracted. I think part of it is that I'm contemplating my first purge of the church's archives, and that's making you a bit nervous. Gotcha. Oh no, you're struggling. Oh no. Is there anything that we can help with, or is it just sort of like the focus aspect of things? Rachel says, have finished with the update for your Ream stories. Nice. Tessa says, hi to Funky, and also you're very tired today. Yeah. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. Stacy loves Phase 10. Phase 10 is fun. I downloaded for a while a Phase 10 app on my phone and played that for a while. And then, like all other apps on my phone, I delete it and then go to something else. I have very few apps that like sort of game time sync other than social media apps on my phone that stay longer than like a week or two. So Morgan says, I'm reading through my planning notes. I hate world building with a burning passion. Oh no, because I always end up confusing myself, but I'll confuse myself more if I don't make notes. So more notes it is. Gotcha. Do you organize your notes in any fashion? Like, does it help if you I mean, I don't have much room to talk because my notes are very disorganized myself. But I know some people like to organize by timeline. Some people like to organize by region or by characters. So is there a way to organize your notes that might make it better for when you are looking things up and doing recall? Okay, CB has had enough of The Dark Side of the Ring with that particular episode on Owen Hart. He could have gone to the Olympics for Canada. No more lamenting that you'll never get to see this particular match between Owen and Kurt. Megan tidied your room that sprint. Things are looking cleaner, and the lack of clutter, even though there's still a lot of it, is weirding you out. That's one of the weird things, and this is something that also, like my chaotic shelves show. When you grow up in a environment that is more cluttered, when you have a lack of clutter, sometimes that sort of like it's disconcerting. It's like it doesn't feel normal. And I think the same thing happens for my mom. She grew up second of 7 children. So there were 9 people in the house. And so there was always chaos and noise and mess and stress. And that was just like the environment she grew up in. And so she doesn't necessarily know what to do with herself when it's calm and quiet. So yeah, so sometimes there's a familiarity and chaos that probably should not be as comforting as it is, yet somehow our brains make it feel comforting. It helps to be with others. Unfortunately, you can't write the essay for you. True. And make the disorganized paragraphs make sense together. Very true. I cannot do that for you. I can only suggest an outline, a formula, if you will, for plugging in your quotes and your evidence. I can only suggest that an outline is your best friend. So, in terms of essays in particular, if you are writing an academic essay, I should say, if you're writing a more personal essay, then you have a little bit more leeway with the structure. So, CB is suggesting to Maury you could try putting your notes on numbered postcards or color-coded postcards. Let's see, an Ironman match is a match where whoever gets the most falls in the allotted time wins the match. Gotcha. Okay. Morgan says, in regards to notes organization, you make notes for specific scenes / plot lines as you think of them, but you've got a loose color code system for the name of the scene / the plot line that you're planning. Okay, so you do have a way to recall, yeah. You use a notebook for your note cards because if you were going to use Post-its, you would 100% lose them. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Marcella says, I'm focusing on one of the wannabe mean girls for now. She's basically a lazy Barbie doll who wants the glamour but not the career. She's more of a spoiled brat than a bit vindictive mean girl. So is her meanness sort of tied to her entitlement and sort of like narrow perspective of the world? CB says, I hate editing with a burning passion. CB suggests perhaps a spreadsheet. And Monique suggests using Notion. Digitizing them makes it probably easier to look up what you like, the quickness of looking something up with Control F, or if you've got headings to search for, that kind of stuff is recommended. However, if you're like me and you sometimes forget what category you've put it on, or forget what name you've put it under, sometimes that doesn't help. Like me, who's constantly forgetting what the acronym for the cult that I created in my story stands for. Um, what was it? Core? No, Children of Righteous Enlightenment, and then Core. I think that's it. Constantly forgetting what the acronym is, though. Anyway, I know your future says you're set up for the day, and you realize today is going to be heavy on the rereading. You forgot that you restarted this story 6 times and got about 5 to 10K in each, and then put it away for a different project for Nano. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, let's go ahead and do the second sprint. This time we're going to go with 30 minutes. And don't forget that second sprint on the Dawdling Writer Channel is the self-promo sprint. So make sure to do your self-promo. If you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blog, social media handles, any of that kind of stuff, please make sure you do some self-promo. Especially if you have a book out soon, book out recently, or book on sale. Let us know where we can find your book. And my self-promo is simply, if you are not subscribed, please consider it. That is my self-promo. Here we go. All right. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for the posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Um, sorry. Wanted to get that edited. Okay. How did we do? I'm flowing through the scenes. These are shorter scenes, so it's not too terrible. So 1431 for the passage that I've edited. So not bad. Not bad at all. Also, don't forget that was the second sprint, so make sure you do yourself promo. Yeah. Let me scroll up and see. There's a little bit of talk about spreadsheets and whether or not we learned spreadsheets at all in high school, in college, that kind of stuff. CB's self-promo. CB has a YouTube channel here under the name CB394, and all of your links can be found on the YouTube About page. Ashley Emma wrote a book description. It came out pretty okay, I think. Excellent. Good. Monique was laughing at a note that your editor left for you. Why didn't Stephanie just pull Jane out into the hall and bite her? In terms of vampire story, Stephanie is a cruel vampire. She's not going to go for the kill. She'll go for the pain. Interesting. You could have her to sort of incorporate this if you think it's fun. You could have Stephanie like daydreaming about doing this very thing, about just pulling Jane into the hall and biting her, and then deciding, no, we have to have something more nefarious in mind for poor Jane. Paget said, hey, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Need some help with the scene. Stephanie isn't going to just kill her. She wants Jane to suffer. Would it be too cliche / Bond villain-esque for Stephanie to just say, I want to wait until you beg me to kill you? What's another way for a villain to intimidate your hero? I mean, you could, instead of saying, I want you to beg me, whatever, you could just say, I want you to watch as your whole world crumbles around you, instead of just saying, or like, until I rip your world apart, rather than necessarily make the begging part the primary aspect of that conversation. Instead of directly intimidating Jane, you could have Stephanie threaten her loved ones. That type of thing. CB suggests showing fangs, claws, etc. Showing her strength. Here's some additional like visual and audio aspects and details you could include. Yes. Rachel says, I believe I'm done with Ream for the week. Yay. If anybody wants to check it out, you just opened the teaser chapter for the next book to followers, which is the free, under the free account. You also made a community update post and added to the cutting room floor. Deleted scenes or vastly changed scenes. Nice. Fun. Rachel also says hi to Paget. Some more suggestions for Monique. Rachel says you're curious about the Amish Romeo and Juliet take. It could be fun, right? It could be real fun. Let's see, more advice from Monique. Your co-author has her vampire lord intimidate even the dragon sometimes, because in our worlds, vampires are very good at psychic abilities, so telepathic playing in the head. Ooh, yeah. In which case you could screw up memories of things real quick, right? Or telling a character something about themselves that they think they've hidden. Yes, but there's always the physicality of vampire as well. Yes. Diamond just finished your texting story. Nice. Went really well at the end, but you hate how your two characters who are sisters are blaming something on the guy. But they made it into a competition about who gets him. So are these your protagonists or are these antagonists? Are these your good guys or your bad guys? See, we got 228 words. Nice. Lady Midnight figured out what species you want. Now you have to figure out the magic system. Yeah, yes. The weather is so lovely. So Megan is going to right outside. Nice. You're looking forward to getting some warm sun and vitamin D. Tess finally finished one prompt that had 10 unrelated words to be put into one story. Those can be fun, but they can definitely be very challenging. And here is Megan's self-promo. Here's the link tree for that. Funky Sai says it's coffee time. Yes, I already consumed all of my soda because I was desperately needing to have that wake me up. CB says, I described the Rogue Avengers as Steve's bat-brained brethren. Nice. You got past the essay, yay, that you were struggling with, and then another, and now it's almost starting to look like an essay. Excellent. I'm so glad you got past that point. That's so good. Yes. Monique says, I think I might need to expand the scene to show Stephanie looking as though she belongs there. Nobody is questioning why she is there. She has charmed them. Gotcha. Funky says, I peed my pants just finding out someone was a vampire. I mean, yeah, that would be kind of scary. And then you have to figure out, like, which world building system is this vampire from. But yeah, generally that would be kind of scary. Maybe Stephanie should be full of her own self-importance. Also a possibility, yes. Okay, so the sisters are both protagonists, but the sisters started getting competitive about who gets this guy. When it got out of hand, he was texting the both of them, and they blamed him for everything, and ruined his reputation as a result. Okay. The sisters both ended up with their friends in the end, but it should have gone that way in the beginning. Okay. So how okay. So have they shown any remorse for being competitive with each other or ruining this person's reputation? Have they developed their character since leaving this situationship? I guess would be my question. CB says, anyone else just getting a black screen and a spinny circle thing? Hopefully nobody is, but it might just be CB. I don't know. My internet still seems to be okay. Okay, so they have had character growth, but they feel no remorse towards that guy. It crashed for you too. Oh no. Uh-oh. Is it back? Let me know if it's back or if y'all are still getting black screen. Okay, Thog says did not crash for you. Good. Okay. They do realize not to do something like that. Okay, good. Funky likes the capital S in Diamond's story. Good. Tessa can see me fine. Okay, good. I know your future says I can still see. Didn't crash for me either. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Well, that's good, I guess. Hopefully CB's will straighten itself out and hopefully um maybe it's okay. If Lassie is in Europe or UK, it might be a UK thing. Possibly, yeah. You're getting conflicting answers to this. What is personal bleed? What is the context of this phrase? Because I think I need some context for that. Because this very much depends on the context. If you're talking about finances, this could be personal finances bleeding over into businesses, which means that you're intermixing of things. If you are in writing or media, what is personal bleed? I would think in that context, if you're not talking about the formatting, which bleed and formatting is something different. But if you were talking about, I would say having your personal bias inserted into the story or inserted into an essay, nonfiction, usually, although could be fiction as well. Yeah, when your personal issues bleed into the content and tinge them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I would say I'm going to use a personal example here. My first success with Nano was with my project Gray. And because I have some hangups about organized religion, specifically the larger ones, I have an organized religion, which is like the big bag thing that is creating chaos and corruption across the kingdom. And so that is a personal bleed for me because I have my hangups and I am inserting them into the story and tinging how the world is built. Does that, if that makes sense? So I guess that would be an example of personal bleed in terms of writing. Is this where writers use personal experience in their writing? Yeah. When your personal things bleed into the content and tinge them. Yes. Yeah. I think that is kind of the context in which I would assume that phrase is being meant to be used. Yeah. I was wondering if it was limited to journalism, but it's in fiction too. I think it can be fiction or nonfiction. So Funky Size says, that's funny. In all these years, I've never run across that term. It might be a new term because I think the old term for it is just bias. So it may be the new like buzzword type of thing. So yeah. Anyway, I have no idea what sprint we're on. Are we on number 3? Are we on number 4? I think we just finished number 2. And we need another. Yeah, I would just say that it's probably a new term for bias. That's my guess. Somebody wrote it in a Q&A for you, and you were like, huh? Interesting. You can see how the concept of personal bleed and bias could need refinement from each other. I feel like it's probably more of like a nuance thing, but yeah, possibly. Anyway, let's go ahead and do another sprint. And we can contemplate the nuances between bias and personal bleed in said 30-minute sprint. All right. So 1, save your document. 2, go ahead and take a sip of whatever it is that you have to hydrate with. Cheers. Three is to straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. So here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How are we doing? How did that go? I've hit my 4 scenes. So that is what I had anticipated being able to do today, which is great. Fantastic. Okay. And next we're going to do a little cleaning sprint, just 5-minute pickup, uh, because my desk needs it. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear it, but I've got rumbly thunder. No rain yet, just thunder. JK is here. Hello. Welcome. Monique might take a break after you finish the scene. The chapter is a long one. Yeah. Rachel is finishing up the planner updates for this coming week, and then after that, you're going to need an eyeball break. Also, you went from hot sunny day to apocalyptic thunder and rain. Yep. Thog is jealous. Your most recent rain was disappointing. Didn't water the plants much at all. Yeah. We might get some later, but it looks like Thursday, Friday we get soaked. So yay. Whereas here we've gone from like 55% chance of rain to like 30 to 15 to back to 30 to 60 to who knows when. And then it went from Thursday and Friday chance of rain to just now Thursday. And that may not stay. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Dime was just chilling that sprint watching a YouTube video. Excellent. Needs some relaxation. Tessa finally finished one prompt. Very slow going today for some reason. It's okay. It's a Monday. Sometimes Mondays are like that. Paget went on a cleaning binge. And by binge, you mean 40 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Elizabeth was apparently tired. He slept through last sprint. Oh no, you did have a dream about work. Does that count? Sure. 391 words on why your previous ISP stinks. Sometimes you got to let it out. Marcella bounced around a lot that sprint between brainstorming for that character, tweaking and adding some lines to your work in progress, all that kind of good stuff. All right. So, oops. Where are we? There it is. Present. Okay. Internet service provider. There you go. Okay. So here is our cleaning timer. Just a 5-minute clean and tidy. If you want to do a short 5-minute writing sprint, that is also perfectly fine. I just need to sort of put away. I have a small dish of jewelry that needs to be put up. I've got a bucket of pins and just some random washi tape and things. So, yeah. All right. So I may turn the camera off and just get it done. But yeah, I'll still be here cleaning. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, if you need that break, take that break. Here we go. 5 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the cleanup sprint. I got all the jewelry put away. I got some of the washi tape put away. Some things marked down in the bullet journal. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, so I've made a good bit of progress with the revisions. I'm pleased with the amount of that I've gotten done. You finished rereading one out of 6 versions. Not quite word getting, but productive. Now on to the next. Yes. Diamond says, awesome sprints as always. Enjoyed them. See you on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday. Yes. Don't forget to save, especially with thunderstorms on their way. Make sure you save both your manuscript, your outline, your word tracker, all the things. All the things. Today's picture poll, I'm going to end it. And I think card games won by a slight edge. Yes, card games did win by a slight edge. Next sprint session, next stream, Wednesdays is going to be Scrabble or chess. I suppose I might put checkers in one of the options, but anyway, those are just what popped into my brain. So, card games are the winner for today. Don't forget to save. Make sure you snack and stretch and have fun. If you need a break, take a break. If you need a nap, take a nap. All the kinds of things. Take care of yourself, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. Bye.